grade 12s. This is a theorem. We're going to prove a theorem that states that equiangular triangles are similar. In your syllabus, you are required to know 6 theorems. 11 of the theorems you did in grade 4 of the theorems you did in grade 11, and then 2 in grade 12. This is one of the 2 that you do in grade 12. Right, now it says that equiangular triangles, it means that the triangles have equal angles. When you look there, you are given angle A is equals to P. In this triangle, angle A is equals to angle P in the other triangle. Angle B is equals to angle Q in the other triangle. And angle C in this triangle is equals to angle R. Now, what you are required to prove, you remember that you need to write what you are required to prove so that you can see that you have got your answer. Side AB over PQ. AB from this triangle over PQ is equals to side AC over PR. This is what we are required to prove. So grade 12, you remember that when you don't have construction, you don't have marks. When you have a wrong construction, you don't have marks. So you're going to write our construction. Right, in this theorem, you're going to construct in line AB, you're going to write point K. But where you write point K is in such a way that AK is equals to PQ in the other triangle. Right? And then you're also going to write point Z such that AZ is equals to PR in the other triangle, right? And then after we've done that, you join KZ. Now you need to write what we have done. We have written point K on AB such that AK is equals to PQ, and we've written point Z on AC such that AZ is equals to PR. And then what did we do? We also join KZ. Right. You need to get this part correct. When your proof is wrong, when your construction is wrong, you get no marks. When you don't have a construction, you get no marks. Now with this construction, we can do our proof. Our proof is done in 3 ways. We're going to use 3 things to prove this theorem. The first one, we're going to use congruent triangles. And then the second one, we use parallel lines. And then the third one, we use a line parallel to one side of a triangle. So we're going to start with the first one, congruent triangle. We're going to have triangle in triangle AKZ and triangle PQR. Right. We have line AK is equals to line PQ. Why? Construction. We constructed it like that. We also have line AZ is equals to line PR. Why? We also constructed it like that. And then we have angle A is equals to angle P. We're given that. Then we can say, therefore, triangle AKZ is congruent to triangle PQR. Why? We have 2 sides that are common and an angle. We have a side and an included angle and a side. So it's side, angle, side. Now, why is that important? If our triangles are congruent, then we can say things are equal from the two triangles, right? Now, we need to prove the second part. The second part, we need to prove that lines are parallel, right? Let us do the next part. Right, grade 12, you remember that I said this theorem, you prove it three ways. The first part is proving congruency, we have done that. The second part, we are proving that lines are parallel. So how do we do that? We use congruency to prove that lines are parallel. Because these two triangles are congruent, this triangle and the other triangle are congruent, then we can say angle K1 is equals to angle Q. Why can you say that? Because the two triangles are congruent. But now, what do we know about angle? But angle Q. Angle Q is equals to angle B. We were given that. Angle Q is equals to angle B. We were given that. Therefore, we can say angle K1 is equals to angle B, because they are both equal to the same thing. But now, if this angle is equals to that one, it makes these two lines parallel. We can say, therefore, line KZ is parallel to line BC. Why are they parallel? Because corresponding angles are equal. If corresponding angles are equal, corresponding angles equal. If you have corresponding angles, you have a corresponding angles. We had them when we drew this line, but now we have proven that the corresponding angles are equal. If corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel, right? Then we have proven the second part. Now we must look at the third part. Right, grade 12, so we're going to look at the third part. The third part, we get it from the fact that we have proven that this line is parallel to that line. So the theorem that states that if you have a triangle and the line is parallel to one side of a triangle, the corresponding sides are in proportion. So we're going to have AB over AK is equals to AC over AZ. And the theorem is line parallel to one side of triangle. Right. But now, do you remember from our construction that AK is equals to PQ? So instead of AK, we're going to write PQ. AB over PQ is equals to AC over AZ. AZ is equals to PR. And voila, we have proven our theorem. We have got what we are required to prove. Please, grade 12, rewind this and try it over and over again until you get it right. This might be one of the questions that will be asked in the exam because it has not been asked in previous years. So really practice it. In case it comes up in the exam, you can get the 5 marks. Thank you for watching.